Hi, welcome to another week 4 match. On the player side, we have the Aipom brothers, unfortunately no brother this week, versus the Spiritomb Raiders with no Spiritomb this week. And the Aipom brothers are sitting at 0-3. They lost to the War Masters last week. The gnarly shell smash and just not being able to get rid of a minior and just like getting rock slid over again just took away all of the resources for the Aipom brothers. And for the Spiritomb Raiders, they are sitting at a 3-0 after the third Mon. This evil digital monster won a stalemate with Amoongus and PP stalled for a game that lasted exactly 100 turns, and I had to watch it all happen, so that was terrible. Now, mons that I think are pretty important here, I think the Sableye can be really annoying here. There's a decent amount of like, we've seen in previous weeks the Meloetta in particular Calm Mind and Substitute and just like start to slowly run away with it, like be like really annoying to KO and run away with this game. And Sableye has several tools to help combat that. One is just the Prankster with Prankster Taunt, Prankster Encore, just being able to punch that. And another thing is that the Dark Ghost typing hard walls Meloetta stab moves with normal and psychic. I'm also interested, let's see, the Mega Lopunny, I think it's going to be pretty big for this game. In the hard count, it's like the hard counter to my Mega Tyranitar. Mega Lopunny's ability is scrappy, so you'd think that the Sableye would be able to wall normal and fighting type moves, but because of that dang ability, that is just not going to be the case. It also threatens the Licky. Another thing the Sableye can do is that it can Will-O-Wisp the Mega Lopunny. Mega Lopunny, really fast mon, so being able to Prankster Will-O-Wisp it before it can hit you with a large move is pretty huge. I am very interested in the Magmortar Brain. Two of Fallon's top mon, of the Spiritomb Raiders' top mons are water types, so it's gonna be interesting how you can squeeze value out of that, and which seems like already dicey. You can definitely maybe try to get a burn with the flame body on the Mega Lopunny, so it's definitely that. And for leads, that's tough. I kind of like leading Shiinotic, and I don't really have a full-on explanation why. I just feel like it's pretty good into most things. The Skarmory, we have not seen flying type moves on it. It's bad into Volcanion, but it's got some good matchups like the Primarina, does pretty well against Lopunny, does okay against Valley, just gotta. And will you pair with it? That's a good question. Leading Tyranitar is just so risky with a potential Lopunny lead. I don't mind leading Sableye in any, just because you can like stop with the fake. You can also like Encore Fake Out. That's like you protect the first turn, you Encore and Fake Out. That's another big thing you can do. And for the Spiritomb Raiders, I don't feel like Mega Lopunny is like kind of so important that I don't want to lead it into like the potential Sableye. Just have waiting at Tyranitar. You could break one of your like other mons to do decently against Tyranitar, like maybe like one of your water types, mostly more Primarina, just because it's not weak to rocks. And then you can bring something that complements that, maybe something like, I don't know, the Meloetta, or Savali is not really terrible in anything, but let's see what happens. Alright, we have some classification controversy on what is or is not in the feline animal family. Yeah, we are leading the Mega Lopunny. These are both like some of the better bonds against Mega Lopunny, I will say. fake out's like super scary for multiple reasons. You don't want to fake out the mag mortar because you can get flame bodied. You don't want to fake out in general because maybe you get encored into it. But the this Volcanion's in a pretty good spot here. Can definitely just threaten to like go Volcanion. Mag mortar does get some decent coverage. It gets Thunderbolt. Not that would KO Volcanion, but that is just something to make note of. I don't think you can afford to fake out here. If you want to do something, I really don't like the spot that Slow Pony in is at all. Like, if I'm the Aipom brothers, I'm thinking something like protect with Mag Mortar and like try to Will-O-Wisp the Low Pony. You can even double. I don't mind double protecting either. If you do expect a fake out to come, it's really just a game of whether that is happening. If it's double fake out, you double protect, and if not, I would like to Will-O-Wisp before it starts to do things. And I don't know, maybe you just switch out the Mag Mortar now into what that's. Blastoise isn't terrible, but again, you can't really hit Volcanion with that. This Mag Mortar is just. I don't know how much value it's gonna get out of this. Okay, that did a lot. And yeah, that's what I was fearing earlier with the Mag Mortar. It's like, isn't this just gonna get one shot a lot of the time? And yeah, the Steam Eruption connects, and I think you have to. I mean, you don't always have Protect in the Mag Mortar. Like maybe you don't, but like if you do, I think that was like about the most obvious, not the obvious, but like I feel like that was like a mon you just kind of had to protect. And this turn will be very interesting because we'll get to learn information about what the Sableye set is. Because if it's, are we going to see Encore? Are we going to see Will-O-Wisp? Are we going to see screens? This is going to be very interesting. So Mag Mortar definitely goes down. And what do you bring with it? That's tough. Tyranitar gets threatened by a fighting type move. Licky Licky's alright. Maybe it's just Licky Licky. It's the only thing that's okay. No, you can't. That also gets threatened. I guess it's Blastoise then. Okay. Oh, Shiinotic's not great actually. Okay. I'm glad we have some guidelines on what is or is not a cat. But yeah, if there's any time to start disrupting this Slow Pony, it's now. You can Encore it. Will-O-Wisp. I don't mind either. What is the Shiinotic gonna do? It may just die to a fire type move. Volcanion hits so hard. But what do you do about that? That is. I'm not really sure. Do you protect? You could protect. That's something you can do. Neither of these mons just put on offensive pressure. And I want to get the Slow Pony out of here. I think something bad. Maybe something like the Primarina, like try to fire move the Shiinotic and switch into Primarina, because then you have the Fairy type against the Sableye, and the Volcanion still covers for the quote-unquote bad Shiinotic. Okay, there's the Will-O-Wisp. It does connect. I'm a big fan of this Will-O-Wisp. Okay, it does eat a Flamethrower. And that is yeah, that does resist the Moonblast. Big fan of the Will-O-Wisp. I'm a big fan of that play. It looks like it's probably gonna be a damage roll to see if it can survive another return. Sableye does have access to healing and recover, so maybe it can stick around longer. It's also got leftovers chip. But yeah, the Shiinotic's just. I mean, if you're gonna Moonblast, click it on the mon that's weak to it, right? Oh no, do that. Surely this gets Spore, right? I haven't actually looked up if it gets Spore, but like it's a slow mushroom, surely, right? Yeah. This Sableye, it really just depends what the rest of its moves are. I don't mind recovering. I don't mind switching. I don't mind. Yeah, both these mons are in a rough spot of like, what can these mons really do? Like what's stopping you from the Spiritomb Raiders from like fire moving the Shiinotic? And the Low Pony isn't that great of a spot anymore. Maybe get like I was saying earlier, maybe the Primarina, maybe the Scarm. We have seen special Scarm from the Spiritomb Raiders before. Or maybe it's Savali. I don't know, something. Some special attacker. Oh, there is a Recover. That's and because of that Scrappy, that Drain Punch still does so much damage. I wasn't actually completely sure if it was Ghost type. It just meant it was always be neutral, but no, that does hit for super effective. You just get all that little bit of chip back, and the Heat Weight double connects, and that's a double KO. And yeah, I just don't think that the Shiinotic or the Magmortar were like. I mean, Shiinotic was not a terrible brain this week. It could theoretically threaten slow punny. It does pretty good against Primarina. It's just that you kind of just this Volcanion is just a big problem for you. You just don't have an answer for it, and I don't see how these mons can answer. Maybe the Tyranitar can. The low punny is still out there. Like, it's terrible. Is all my conclusion. Around that Licky, I can. That is a very fat cat. But yeah, with the Blastoise, it gets Earthquake. That's something. I don't think it gets Thunderbolt. But yeah, like again, what do you do? I mean, you're not threatened at least offensive by the Volcanion, but now the Lopunny threatens the Licky. And like you got to start targeting this down because every time Drain Punch gets a good amount of its health back. So that's really rough here. Getting down to 63 is just so bad. Excellent. World is mine. I'm trying to figure out what that is. Like, I'm like, this is an all Barbie, right? I don't think maximum pulse is. Oh, this or Spear, that's something. That is some meaningful checks. Damn, 65%. Oh, we do Toxic the Meloetta. Toxic's actually a pretty good call against this team. It's not good against all the mons, but if you're able to Toxic a Meloetta, if you like. It is risky because, Meloetta naturally outspeeds Licky. But if you do it on like a Calm Mind turn, like that can really like stop a sweep. And so this Toxic and is definitely gonna put in some vials. Question is whether that's gonna be enough. The high jump kick is just. I mean, you can always miss high jump kick, or you can just like double protect into the high jump kick, and then it's not. Then the Lopunny just hurts itself. So like, yeah, I wouldn't mind like doing something like that. This Meloetta, I'm probably just attacking. You're just up so much stuff, and just don't let mons get set up. I think is what the way you win here with the Spiritomb Raiders. Rain Punch, not enough, but the. Oh, we do have the Wiki Bear. Okay. And there's some Flash Cannon. Flash Cannon is neutral. It's not super effective. I'm surprised we are not seeing. Let's see. I don't know if you're not running Water Move or it's like Hydro Pump. You're like scared to miss. But like, man, you need good things to happen. You got to start taking risks here. Oh, we have Wish. Okay. That's. Okay, that's definitely something. You can Licky now is just like kind of just like annoying to deal with here. You gotta like KO it before it can get some of its health back. You can like if the Licky has protect, you get just both these mons can just protect, and that's like a fairly safe thing to do. You get some burn chip, you get some toxic chip. I think this is a pretty safe like double protect here if you want to make like a pretty safe way to make progress. But I still wouldn't switch here if I was the what's it called? The Spiritomb Raiders. I don't want to like give a potential momentum just in case something does happen, like where it's not double protect. Okay, we have protect. You have one protect. Okay, it already. Okay, the next move will KO the Blastoise here. All right. So you got a KO. That's the start. You KO'd the Mega Lopunny, which was definitely your biggest threat to your like best mon on the team, which is the Mega Tyranitar. You still have to deal with the the Primarina. That's definitely annoying. But if you could, and the Volcanion's not great either. If you are slower than it, but that's definitely the smartest something. The Lickies go back to full health. But man, this Blastoise is now in death's door. So once that goes down, you're down to a 5E2. I would just like bring in something faster than the Blastoise, which is actually exactly the Savali. Yeah, so I don't mind. I want to bring in the Savali, just KO it, start to cause problem, KO it with something, or you can just like, you don't even need to do that. You can just grass move the Blastoise and then send kind of just whatever you want against the Licky Licky. Probably just like the mon that you care about the least about going against Tyranitar. And so like maybe Skarmory, maybe it's a Valley, something like that. Sent the Volcanion. If your Volcanion's not really fast, I don't mind this either. Just so you don't like, this mon may just not be able to do anything if it's slower. Well, this is just another double attack here. Like you can even Flamethrower over Steam Eruption to not try to risk a miss. That's I feel like you're in a good enough spot where like any damage is probably gonna be good enough for the rest of the game. Hyper Voice isn't. Man, that's just a lot. Okay, we do get the. Yeah, and that burn negates some the now puts the Licky Licky on timer, but I just and this Licky Licky cannot hit Skarmory with anything besides Seismic. That's another problem. But yeah, the Primarina sooner or later is gonna definitely clean up this game. At some point, this is just, again, I'm just double attacking. Just keep on the pressure. You don't want to get like some Dragon Dance up or something like that. Okay, yeah. This is a fine play. This just works, just double attacking like I said earlier. That's what you did. Maybe you didn't need to. What was the where did that last you probably did need the Steamer option to get the KO, so I don't mind it. But yeah, this is you're now down to well, you're gonna be down to a 4v2 now. I'm 4v1 now because I'm just gonna die to toxic damage. But yeah, this should be doing it here, unless okay, the Tyranitar is faster than the Primarina, which okay, there's actually genuine hope here if you can change some flinches. You do, that's one flinch. Okay. I'd probably send in the Savali now over the just because it's faster. Just so you're guaranteed getting damage off every turn. You don't want to like give yourself 2 chances to get flinched here. Just make it so it's uncomfortable where you can't threaten to kill both Pokemon or flinch both of them. There's the flinch. Okay, we even missed a Primarina this time, but this move last is big damage. Not enough. Oh my gosh, Mega Tyranitar is such a beast. It ate that. Super effective. Primarina's a fairly strong mon and it does not care. But yeah, just a couple more flash cannons, and this should be it for the game. Are we gonna get another flinch? No. All right. So that is a 4-0 start for the Spiritomb Raiders. I don't have the exact results of like every match in my head, but I'm pretty sure that means that the Spiritomb Raiders are in uncontested first place right now, and that you can't do better than 4-0, and so congrats to them. Definitely put in a good spot, but that's gonna do it for me. Next time you'll see me fighting, it will be against the 4-0 Spiritomb Raiders, and I'm fighting for my life out here in the depths of 1 and 3. But I'll see you guys soon. Bye.